to Great Day at 9 on this Monday, January 6th, the first full week in January 2025.
It's my first full work week in since 1972.
Yeah, well,
It's
I'm
incredible.
73, so
73,
I'm
that's
one up on
perfect.
you.
How are you?
Feeling much better.
Yeah, good. You look
Rested
better.
over the weekend.
Yeah, I did too. I slept all day yesterday.
Good. You feeling better too?
Yeah, much better. I was still congested, but it's like in my head, but I feel great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to work out.
There you go. You got to keep moving.
Keep moving.
As long as you feel okay enough.
Exactly.
Get moving.
All right, and speaking of moving, did you see that storm to the south of us?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
D.C. getting about a foot of snow. It's not fun down there. Virginia's getting snow. They have a no travel ban in effect for the state. It's just incredible. The DOT is out there warning people not to travel. First Alert Live Radar shows not a lot of action out there right now, and that little bit of blue that you see in parts of lower Westchester County, probably not even reaching the ground. We got a lot of dry air in place. According to First Alert Futurecast, it is tomorrow's weather today. The storm stays to our south, and we're going to enjoy a fairly calm day of weather today. The winds aren't even that strong, but they are going to pick up throughout the next 3 to 4 days. So Futurecast remains dry, but for the rest of today, temperatures only topping out in the upper 20s and low 30s with mostly cloudy skies. It was a beautiful, beautiful sunrise this morning. I don't know
it was pink and purple.
Did you see it? It was
I did.
Spectacular.
I saw it through my window waking up in the morning.
Yeah. Mostly cloudy today. Shoreline flurry possible. Tomorrow gets a little chillier, stays chilly on Wednesday, and the wind chills between 5 and 15 during the day, Tuesday and Wednesday, with overnight lows in the teens, but it'll feel like it's below zero in parts of the state with the wind. So it's going to be pretty harsh around here. Get ready for those cold temperatures.
And those already cold temperatures, as they drop even more in the evening, like you were talking about, it can make it very dangerous to be outside overnight.
Yeah, that demand for a warm place to stay is creating challenges for people experiencing homelessness, including long lines during the day just to have somewhere safe to stay at night.
We'll be getting here at 12 o'clock in the afternoon because it's 45 beds. First one come, first one served, and we're suffering here until 7 o'clock p.m. that they come and open the door for us.
Those shelters are not far from my home, and I check on them fairly regularly. As it gets cold, we see lines outside of those shelters, and it's just heartbreaking.
There are only 45 beds at the shelter on Washington Street, one of the 2 that are open starting at 7 p.m. City leaders say they will open more locations, but only if the state activates the cold weather protocol.
Do you think there's a good chance it'll be activated this week?
I'm hoping. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. That really should be in effect with the wind chills that are going to be below zero in parts of the state.
Right. I know. And the mayor's also saying that he's also working on creating some more small-scale housing for those who can't afford an apartment, hoping that would help at least lift some people out of homelessness. So.
Mom life can move fast, so we're trying to help make sure all the moms out there get what they need to know without slowing down.
Yes, and here's today's 1 Minute for Mom. Let's go. Many of you mamas start your day with a cup or 3 of coffee. Well, guess what? Researchers say those who drink 4 or more cups of caffeinated coffee daily had 17% lower odds of getting head and neck cancer compared to non-coffee drinkers. And a new study found patients with more advanced breast cancer at the time of diagnosis were also more likely to have pre-existing cardiovascular disease. Researchers say the disease can suppress the immune system, which may accelerate breast tumor cell growth and spread. And as people celebrate the Christian holiday, Three Kings Day, today, there's one lawmaker who wants to make it a state holiday here in Connecticut. A handful of schools in our state already observe the holiday, but now there's a push to allow students to celebrate without getting an absence from school. And
awesome.
Did you hear about this one?
What?
You ready for this?
Okay.
If you live in New York and you're pregnant or you're thinking about starting a family, you'll be entitled to at least 20 hours of paid leave to attend prenatal medical appointments. This first of its kind law just took effect on Wednesday, making New York the first state in the country to offer paid leave for prenatal care. Woo! Did I get through a minute?
The clock has sounded. You did it. Great job. Yeah, that's exciting.
Prenatal care, 20 hours, up to 20 hours.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So,
also, congestion pricing went into effect midnight Saturday night into early Sunday morning. So you can go below in New York City. If you go below 60th Street, you're going to pay $9.
Woo! There you have it.
Stay out of that part of the city, right?
We'll stay uptown.
I'm staying uptown
Yeah.
because you're an uptown girl.
Yeah, living in a
Uptown world.
Yeah. Well, speaking of uptown, a win for UConn women's basketball team isn't all good news.
Yeah, star player Paige Beckers came out of the game against Villanova with a knee injury. Late in the third quarter, Beckers collided with a Villanova player going for a loose ball. It's the same knee she injured in 2022. Good news, though. Head coach Gino Auriemma said, quote, she's fine, and he's optimistic about her status. UConn plays Xavier on Wednesday.
And then also over the weekend, the men won a close game against Providence.
I was watching the game. Look, I have no nails.
Oh my God, you bit them all off.
I bit them all off. I was like, come on. They were down in the second half, and I was like, they were down by 14 points at one point.
I saw the highlights.
I was like, whoa!
Or the recap, I should say.
It was unbelievable.
Yep. So
and the Patriots beat the Bills.
that was a big upset for some Bills fans.
And they also fired their head coach.
And that was also some big news.
Thank
Wow,
you,
we
Paige.
missed a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Beck.
Lot of stuff happening this weekend from our couches.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's why I stayed right on it.
And that's why